Dun 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 dun. Sunshine.
Yeah.
Play like Heroes of the Storm. We could play Wii.
And we could record it.
Yeah.
And we could put it on the
We
channel.
could all play Minecraft.
And you could
Yes! Roblox!
We could.
Welcome back to Sunshine Cellar.
Yeah.
Is that how we're saying that now?
The best podcast to listen to whenever you're driving
Shoot,
to work.
I have to open this soda.
Do it.
Ah!
Do it right. Oh yeah.
Welcome to podcast. Welcome to Sunshine Cellar.
Podcast Central.
Welcome to Podcast Central, everybody. The best podcast to listen to when you're driving to work and want to hear some pop culture.
Or us talking.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Or both.
We'll get off topic
Listen
some.
to the sound of our beautiful
Our beautiful voices. Hello, I'm Chet You Betcha.
Chet You Betcha.
It's from Fairly Odd Parents,
Yeah,
isn't
no.
it?
Yeah, Chet, you betcha.
Something like that.
Oh,
It's a really
gosh.
good name. It's a really good name. But anyways, today we're talking about competitive games, most notably Overwatch.
I'm sitting.
That's cool. Do it.
What are you talking about? Way
He wanted
professional.
He's like trying to sit up.
What a shitty
I
start.
was
Yeah.
I was laying down weird. I'm sorry.
You ruined everything.
But no, we're talking about.
Okay, continue. Go.
We're talking about competitive games, most notably Overwatch, but just competitive games in general.
Yeah, that we play. John and I play.
More. Yeah.
I've played my round of competitive games when I used to have time,
Yeah.
and hopefully I'll have the time again someday.
With us,
Yeah.
we'll play together and compete with each other, not
Oh.
against each other though.
But yeah, Overwatch. That's a popular game, right?
Yeah, I think some kids play it.
Yeah. Some
Yeah, just a few.
people play it.
Yeah.
Just some.
I've never heard of it until yesterday.
Yeah.
That's a joke.
Was it?
Really? I had no idea. I'm happy you announced
Overwatch was probably one of my favorite games of all time. Really,
It's really fun.
that. It's
like
pretty
they've
well
done. I know some people, like we have a friend that got tired of it.
Yeah, we have a couple friends that got tired of
But,
it. And I don't
like,
blame them.
I don't know, cause I know you and I go through like times where we go through periods where we don't play it.
Yeah.
But then we'll hear like Overwatch. We're like, man, gotta
Like,
play
I
it.
think
Like, what are we doing?
Overwatch is like a lot of competitive games of that nature where you'll go through periods of time where you're like, this is the best, I need to get really good. And then eventually you're like, unless you're doing it for money, you just don't have the time to devote to getting really good. And then you're just like, I'm just going to take some time off and not play for a while. And
then you still like
sit back.
gameplay over or something.
Right, and then after maybe a couple months or a year or something, you look back and you're like, you know what? I want to dive back in. I want to try it out.
Mm-hmm.
See how much I'm still good. See how much I can improve. How much just walking away is like made you worse or better or whatever. And I think all games of that nature have that kind of
along with that, I think Blizzard's done a really good job making. I don't know if you're like me. I like the whole getting little chests and then opening it and seeing what you unlock, and like nothing that affects the game, obviously.
Oh, yeah,
but like
just
it's always
aesthetic
fun to
stuff.
get
It's
like.
not like EA's Battlefront 2 where
Ugh.
you have to get new boxes to get good.
And like they do a good job with all of the events too that unlock. They're constantly putting out new aesthetic, new
and they're
skins
cute
and
and
whatnot.
they're fun.
Yeah, and they're cute. Like, oh man, it's just a really nice game. Just love it. That's all. That's all I can say. It's like Overwatch is really fun. It's really nice.
For me, so whenever I got Overwatch, the reason I got into it was actually when I was hanging out with Mitch.
Oh yeah.
I was hanging out at his apartment back when he lived in good old Missouri.
I miss him.
I do too. He's alive. Don't worry.
I don't. You suck, Mitch.
Love you, Mitch.
We miss you. But anyways, God, I have something in my throat now. I know. Anyways,
Sorry.
shut up, John.
Got Mitch's dick in your mouth, apparently.
Yeah, apparently. But I remember sitting out with Mitch, and he was watching the Winston's short. I think it was called Recall or something.
Oh yeah, I need to watch more of those.
They do
I've
good
watched
with
a
that
couple of
too.
those.
Those fun little short.
I remember I was chilling in his chair or whatever, and he was watching it on his computer screen. I was on my phone, and I peeked up, and I saw it, and I was like, "What is that?" He's like, "Oh, it's really cool. It's for a game called Overwatch." And I learned more about it. And I was like, "I want to buy this game," and I bought the game when it came out. And I played it pretty competitively for a good year and a half, and then I just got busy with stuff.
Yeah.
Mostly this.
Well, don't let us bother you.
No, I'm not. I can't really even.
Wow.
Thanks to this, no. No, Overwatch is great. I do have some issues with it, but no game's perfect.
Yeah.
My main issue with it is probably the way they do nerfs and buffs.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with who they nerf and buff. I have a problem with how they do it, because it's never like, for example, let's say a character does 80 damage per second, and that's too much. they're like everyone's saying it's too much, and instead of bringing it down to like 60, tweaking it, they like go no, it's 20. Like they totally they do a huge train stop on all their nerfs and buffs, or it's like this person only does 40 damage a second, and that's not enough. Let's do it 160. Like they.
Yeah.
Blizzard's always been notorious about that, though. Not just with Overwatch, but with all their
true.
games. Besides that, that's the only real problem I have with it. But besides
some
that,
of the
love
matchmaking is kind of frustrating, but you can't really do anything about it. That
yeah,
kind
when you
of
have
game,
billions of players, at once,
you're gonna have those people that you're behind for half a second and they quit, and it's like,
yeah, but
just don't play with me.
There's obviously when the game's this popular, there's only so much you can do.
Yeah, but I mean, I feel like they could implement something like some kind of penalty for leaving.
They do.
Not really.
Yeah, they do. It's if you do it enough, you get banned for a while.
Yeah, but they're pretty loose with it, which it's fine. I don't have as big a problem with it.
I've had times where I've been kicked out even though I was moving. Okay, that's been fixed for a while now. For context, I haven't played Overwatch since October, and this is coming out in early March or late February. We're recording right now, late February though, and I have not played since that last Halloween event. So there could be some things I just am completely ignorant about going forward, but just talking about it.
Yeah.
What rank? The last rank I did hit Masters before I stopped playing.
Ooh, sexy.
Masters.
We only ever got to.
That's above Diamond. That's one above Diamond.
I think we've gotten to
we
Diamond.
got to Diamond.
Yeah. The highest we.
The rankings
oh, man.
sometimes are kind of
we got
frustrating.
so frustrated at the ranking.
Okay, so we play the same games and the medals.
The
give
first thing
points
that
or whatever,
the first thing that we had the most trouble with is like constantly our team had people dropping out.
Like
even if we were doing well, like obviously there'd be times where like we were doing well and so they would quit and it's like bad sport.
I vividly remember we were doing a control a point and you have to win 3 or 4 of them. You have to win 3 in the ranked matches instead of 2, I think. And so we had won twice, and then one of our teammates left, and then we lost 3 in a row because there was nothing you could do after that.
Yeah, because I don't know if they have like where someone can join late into a ranked game, so it's like you're kind of screwed at that point. And so we don't know if it was just like someone had, I don't know, we were really unlucky. We were always like constantly unlucky in ranked games where we would have people that would leave the game on our team.
Like I feel like it was every match we played for a while, there was always someone that left. Which was like that's why it's so frustrating when like and I get it, if it happens occasionally, I don't care, and I understand people have stuff to do and maybe they mistimed things. I don't care. Like if you have to leave, do it, but try to pay attention to that before you start things so that I can feel good about being mad at people that leave. Because honestly, from my side, I don't care what you're doing. All I know is you left for whatever reason, and
obviously there's so much you can do. Like I've had times where like I was playing and all of a sudden something like popped up out of nowhere. I had to take care of it.
Yeah, I mean we've had that too.
It's just frustrating. Just make sure
like,
if you are just double check if you are able.
Yeah.
Like if you're like 14 years old listening, and you know mom put the call you for dinner.
Yes, stupid 14-year-old.
Yeah.
Don't you drop out of the game.
If you think mom is gonna call you for dinner, make sure she's not gonna call you for dinner.
Well, and I definitely like. I don't care so much if it's in like quick play or arcade stuff, but if you're gonna do like a ranked match, is when I'm really gonna be like, don't do it. Other modes, I get it. People are gonna have to leave. Whatever, do what you gotta do.
Also, you can join into a late game.
And so like it's not as big a deal
because I don't think they have, because like obviously why are they gonna pull?
Yeah.
Why are they gonna like pull someone in for a ranked game if you're losing or whatever, and someone like left halfway through? It's like
or if you're winning and someone left halfway through.
But still,
yeah, it's not fair to a lot of the people playing. So
I don't know, because I guess they do have somewhat of a
they have it so that you don't.
Right?
I think they do have some kind of penalty. I've never left a ranked match, so I don't know. But I have left once. We always get the pop up that's like, you won't get this like time penalty or whatever, but you're still gonna get the loss of points for losing. It's like
I think one thing I would change on that, and again, none of us are game developers, so what do we know in the end? But I do wish that when someone loses the match, I'm all for the enemy team getting the points they deserve.
Yeah.
But the losing team,
I don't think
those people should lose a little less.
Yeah,
right.
Maybe not at all.
But I'd be okay if they said not at all. First off, that'd be great.
If it was not at all, the problem with that would be
people would just leave.
Yeah,
that is true.
Yeah, I think there should be a reduced penalty, and I feel like there should be a window of time where it's like reduced penalty and then it takes away. And then if half your team leaves and you're left there like with you and one other guy, at that point maybe say like if you stuck out the whole time and tried to do it anyway or whatever, at that point do something. Because like it's frustrating.
But also, we haven't played ranked in a while, so we don't know if things
Yeah,
have changed.
again,
It's been
we're
really
going
long
off
time.
of old data, so this is
'cause-
all irrelevant.
Because John and I played
3 months is like 5 years in internet.
Well,
time.
and John and I played on the PS4 because that's what we had bought it for originally. But now we recently bought it on PC, and we're not even
I can't even do ranked yet.
we're not even level 25
'Cause we're filthy
yet.
scrubs.
on this because we haven't.
Yeah,
played
I
it.
think I'm level
Somewhere.
21 now.
Have you played without me? I don't even know what level I am.
I think you're level 20.
No. But yeah, so, oh man, what are your guys' favorite characters?
Well, actually, I've found that playing on PC, I have different favorite characters to play as than I did on PS4.
Hans is a lot more fun to play on PC.
When we started on PlayStation, my mains were Diva, Roadhog, and well, those were my first 2 mains, and eventually I added in May and
Junkrat?
Junkrat and Bastion.
Jinky Binky.
Were my main 5. I don't do great as healers. I've tried it. It's not my thing. I got better. I can do it if I have to, but I prefer not to. I'm better at tank or attack. Or defend, I guess, rather.
For me, I play on both Xbox Xbone.
Yeah.
And if Hannah is not home with her PC that she owns, I will be playing it on that. Can't wait to get my own PC so I can get my own copy of it on PC. But on both versions, I pretty much have the same mains, and on I actually am very comfortable with all characters.
Yeah.
It's actually easier for me to say which ones I don't play.
Yeah.
Which are like a lot of the attackers.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not. I don't know what it is. But
I guess
I'm not
that's
good.
true. I don't really like most of the attackers.
The only attack people you do are Soldier and occasionally
I do
Reaper.
Some Reaper, yeah.
I do Reaper and occasionally McCree.
I think for me, I would. For fun, I'll play any character, but I'm talking just ranked.
Yeah.
I generally just stick to tanks and healers, and I'll go to an attack character like Soldier or Junkrat if no one else if everyone would pick tanks and healers.
Junkrat's on defense, not attack.
Yeah, but okay. I guess more so I mean DPS characters.
Yeah, okay. Just making sure.
But when it comes to tanks and healers, my mains have always been Reinhardt, Roadhog.
You said that. I remember that.
Reinhardt, Roadhog, and used to be Mercy, but apparently she's garbage now. So
She doesn't. Her ult isn't a res anymore.
mm-hmm.
Like the res is her.
Yeah,
normal
they made it a new ult like back in August or something. I played. The
Yeah,
new one.
but then they
flies around.
didn't they change
they
her
nerfed
again
it too.
recently?
I don't know. I know she's a mess right now.
Yeah, they just need to figure out where they want to have Mercy.
Yeah,
and
that's what
stick her there.
That's what I was talking about with how they do Nurse and Bus, because when she was.
Well, yeah, no, that's
What happened was all the other healers they just did not heal as much as Mercy.
Mhm.
So the thinking process should be buff the rest of the healers, but instead they just try to
and also
they turned it like a Rubik's cube.
none of the
weird.
other healers heal as much as Mercy, and also Mercy's ult res the entire team.
Mm-hmm.
Where they went from resing the entire team like, okay, well we'll make her res
1% at a time,
it's like not her ult. It's like a normal move, and you only res one person.
which is kind of smart.
Sort of. I kind of
But then
like.
I think when you're
like the
ulting,
full
you
Mercy
get
reses,
2
though.
charges of it.
Yeah.
Right?
I kind of like the full Mercy res because it always it could just really swing a match, which is always fun to me.
Yeah, I think it had its place. I think...
And it made everyone.
It didn't
focus
bother
on
me
Mercy
as
so
much as everybody
much.
else did. So I'm a frequent Reddit browser, and on that subreddit, I mean, everyone hated it. I really didn't understand why. It's supposed to be aggravating. It's supposed to be. It is a little frustrating how much you can change the game compared to other characters.
Yeah.
But in the end, I guess things that needed to be changed. I just wish again they tweaked it more than just train stopped all of her what she did.
Yeah.
And it just, I don't know, it's very strange. She's kind of messy. She's in a really weird spot where she's going to be, I think she's going to be consistently changed every patch drastically every time.
Yeah.
I'm
She's
sure
such a
they'll.
mess.
I'm sure they'll finally. They had to get to a nice point at some point where they.
But that's how I felt
Yeah.
she was when the game first came out. So.
Well, yeah. I mean,
But
for
everyone,
sure.
I hate it.
For sure, always when you're playing and then you get the team gets a full Mercy res, it's annoying. But I don't feel like that could swing a game. But also sometimes it wouldn't help because if your team's all there and their team reses, because when you're resing you have that moment you can't move but you know you're coming back. You could immediately roast at least half the team before they could actually fully make use of the res anyway. It's just more of an inconvenience.
It really just depends. Like, it depends on, again, the team coordination, because you could easily res a team that you're not communicating with them, but you res them anyways, but none of them have ults or anything, so it doesn't matter.
Or they don't know they're getting res.
It was only like 2 days or something.
Or like, I always love it when I'm playing with a Mercy and like I'm like the only one up. I'm like the only one up there because my team had all died, and it's like me and then Mercy's behind me, and I go in, and I'm like, oh, whoops, the whole team's here, and they kill me, and then Mercy decides to use her res on me while I'm still just in front of the team. And it's like, thanks, Mercy.
And it's like, oh.
I'll just die again. That's cool.
Good use. Good job.
Yeah, that's how, but I mean, again, it's just, I wish Blizzard would, at least the Overwatch team, would, when they do nerfs and buffs, stop making it such a dramatic change, tweak it. Don't turn the knob on a completely different side.
Yeah.
But with that being said, I still feel like if I played it now, I feel like I wouldn't hate Mercy as much as everyone else does. I also remember playing a lot of Lucio. I played a lot of Lucio.
I hate Tracer more than
Lucio.
Tracer and Lucio are always annoying to me because they're just hard to hit sometimes.
Tracer's frustrating because, like, if you're not good at her, you suck hardcore. But then if you get good as her, it's, like, ridiculous.
Everyone hates you now.
Right, and so it's like, I understand that that's, like, how they should be, really. Like that's good. And I respect that, and I'm like, okay, that's great. But at the same time, if you come up to me as Tracer and you're really good as her, I'm gonna hate you. So, sorry.
I think, as far as I remember, Tracer is still the only character that has not been changed at all since release.
Yeah.
Because I feel like she doesn't really need it.
Well, it's mostly because almost every game that's competitive and needs balances, they always have one character that never changed to work everyone else around. Like, for example, Smash Brothers has Mario, or League of Legends has someone. I never played League of Legends.
I wouldn't know.
I don't know why I started that off.
I don't know who it is in League.
League of Legends
I have some friends who I'm sure would know.
God, League of Legends has like, 130 characters in there?
It's got a lot.
It's a big
old game.
We used to play a lot of League, but...
Yeah. Well, see, we played a lot of League, then we didn't play for like a year and a half. Then we played a lot of League. Like, more.
Which is a huge mistake to go that long before playing again, because there's so many different changes.
And then we didn't play for a while.
Because, like, now I don't feel like it's even worth getting back into it.
No, I don't either.
Because
I tried getting into it when it was first popular. When it first started getting popular.
Yeah.
So, like, season 4?
Yeah, I don't know. I remember Mitch was totally into it, and he tried to get me into it. And I tried. I don't know. I guess I was just garbage at it. I just didn't like it.
I mean, yeah. I feel like that's how kind of you're either good at MOBAs or you're not good at MOBAs.
Yeah.
I think I'm on that not so good. So.
I know. Well, because like we weren't
great when we started,
League,
but like once you put enough time into something, you kind of have to be good because you just get so tired of losing that you start picking up things.
And I feel like it was a slower for John than it was for me, but Heroes of the Storm. I really like it, and I know I think
like
it's kind
it
of
now.
Like for some people,
I understand like it does get a lot more like
I like it.
A lot of people complain about things about it.
I like it for the fact that it's not nearly as complicated as League because you don't have to worry about buying items. Everyone levels at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Like your team doesn't have your teammates don't level individually. Like your team gains experience at the same rate, and so you gain abilities at the same rate.
Kind of neat.
Yeah, so I think it's good, and I think it's different.
And you get your favorite Blizzard characters.
Yeah.
Like Mario.
Yeah.
Totally.
And Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah. Oh man, I would play Sonic. They should make a Smash Bros. MOBA.
Oh my gosh.
A Nintendo MOBA.
That'd probably work.
That would be...
Nintendo product sells, so it would work. Yeah. They should make a Nintendo fucking dating simulator. It'd probably work.
And Smite is a fun one, but we haven't played
Smite's a fun one. Paragon was fun, but it didn't last.
It died.
Yeah.
I didn't much like Paragon, though.
I mean, I liked
I didn't like the card system.
That's the only thing I liked about it.
Really?
Yeah. The heroes I thought were fine, but it was just like any other MOBA with hero set. It wasn't my favorite system, but it was...
Battle Right.
Battle
Right's
Right's
good. Play some more.
Yeah, I'm
but that's another one because Battle Right's also not really a MOBA so much.
Well,
as
it is a MOBA. It's just not what most people think of.
It's not what most people associate with MOBA. It is literally what MOBA stands for. It's a multiplayer online battle arena.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's not pushing lanes. It's not fighting minions. Well, for the most part, I think they added.
It's been so long since we played it.
But it was literally you pick.
It's a lot more fast paced.
Yeah. And so literally how it worked is you pick...
Like, it's meant for games to last, 10 minutes, 15 minutes at most.
You pick your character, you have 3-minute rounds,
like 3 to
and-
5 minute rounds.
And you go in, you do either teams of 2 or 3.
Yep.
And then it's just you and your opponent in a little arena, and you fight to the death.
Yep. And it's all
easy.
skill shots. It's not like where you you click to attack and like your bullets follow them. Like you have to click to shoot and you have to make sure you're aiming at them.
It's
to
just like
actually
real
hit
life.
them.
Yeah,
It's fun.
It's fun.
We're
Yeah,
pimping out a game that I don't think a lot of people actually know about because I don't think it's usually popular yet.
Yeah.
'Cause
it
just released, I think, the free to play version.
Yeah.
Which game is this again?
Battle Ride.
Okay.
It's on Steam.
Not sponsored.
No, it's not.
No, it's
sponsored
not
at
sponsored at
all. When we started out, I was actually better than Jacob, I think.
Oh
Not even
shit!
When we started, and then I progressively got worse.
Yeah.
Like,
It's a
I
little
guess it
frustrating
was
to
more
play
that
with you.
like I got better at a very slow rate, but I started out at a higher level. But pretty quickly, Jacob was better than me.
I
And
played
then
it a bit more by myself though.
yeah, well, because I was without a computer that could
Yeah.
play anything for a while, so for like 3 or 4 months or something. So Jacob got really good at it, and I got really mad.
Yeah, we gotta play more of that, man.
Yeah.
There's so many games to play.
Man,
You guys need to find time to hit your backlog. Except don't, because
My backlog- okay.
Time needs to go to this game.
but see, the real problem though with like competitive games, the real problem for me is
You don't finish competitive games.
yeah, there's no end goal.
Yeah.
Like you can keep getting better, and if I was gonna be like,
Well, that's what they're designed to be. They're
Well,
designed to be addicting.
Yeah.
and if I was good enough to get on a team and get paid, I would spend a lot of time doing it because I'm getting money for it. But there's so many like I'm much more interested in like the plot and the story of a game and how the characters are developing and like the writing of it. And so I can get into competitive games and like I can play them with friends, but there's only one competitive game that I really play alone, and I'll get on that in a second. You know what it
This
is.
is scary. This is scary.
I'll tell you about it in a minute.
What?
But I'm much more interested in like
I
how
know what
the
it is.
story progresses and like following the dialogue and seeing how
Oh,
things
I-
grow.
yeah.
The only difference, the only competitive game that I really play alone
And get into
with
it.
any kind of time and like actually like care about is Rocket League.
Rocket League.
Oh man!
I hate it.
I
It's-
love Rocket League. I'm very mixed on Rocket League.
I hate it.
I go through bursts where I try to play enough so that I don't lose my season ranking, and I'm at that point where I'm pretty much like
Yeah.
I'm probably in like the top half of PlayStation players, I guess. I don't know what all the rankings
John is
are.
actually pretty good at Rocket League.
You can't be good at Rocket League. It doesn't exist.
It's just that Rocket League sucks, so it doesn't
Well,
matter.
And I have a lot of fun with it,
Suck.
and it's a really good thing to like come home and like if I'm having like a rough day or something, just turn it on. It's like
So
a
I-
7 to 10 minute game. You can either be better or
I'm
worse.
gonna
than
throw
the
my
people
opinion
that-
out there for Rocket League, real quick, because I have a very, I think, a unique view for Rocket League.
Probably not.
That being, when I bought the game on the Xbone,
We didn't have to buy it. We got it free on PlayStation because Game of the Month.
That's the reason why the game got traffic was because it was free for a while.
Yeah, and
But
it was good.
I bought it on Xbone. Probably, I think it was like mid 2016. I think it was pretty near when Overwatch came out. I think I actually bought it to kill time for like a month.
Probably.
But I played it for a week. I was super addicted to it for a good week, and all of a
Like-
sudden I got bored of it. Like I just immediately was like,
I
done.
will say it's a fun concept, and
Mhm.
it was fun like when we first got into it, and we played because we played it like I played with you and we played with Kyle and whatnot. It was,
yeah,
it was
it's
a fun
definitely one of those that's better
It's
when you're
just
playing
so
with friends.
samey. It's like
time. But yeah, like after a while, it's just like we're chasing a ball around in cars.
Yeah. And it's definitely one of those things like I don't know why I'm different about it than I am about other competitive games. I think it might just be
I mean,
because I'm
everyone
actually
everyone
okay
has
at
their
it
taste.
and I'm not like shit all at it.
No, yeah, like you're actually really good
Um,
at it, and I'm proud
and-
of you, John.
Thank you.
you've
I
done
appreciate
something with
that.
your life.
Um,
Got good at Rocket League.
But yeah, like I'm definitely more into like the adventurous games than I am competitive games. Competitive
Right.
games are really good to play with friends, but
Mhm.
nothing really
That's what we
beats
do.
like yeah, but like
Because I really rarely, when I'm by myself, like turn on my computer, go, I feel like opening Battle Right or League or something. Like
Right.
I very rarely do that.
yeah, but like because nothing like to me nothing really beats the idea of like unfolding a story and like seeing how the characters grow and how they deal with their issues and beat the evil or whatever they're doing.
Which is why you play all those weird.
I do. I play a bunch of
Weeaboo
weird weeaboo games.
story
He sure
games.
does. Tell you what.
No, but like I like the idea and like I find like turn-based combat is more my thing, but real-time combat's good too. But like just that kind of idea where it's part of like an actual plot as opposed to I'm gonna go over there and try to beat this dude up, and then that's it. There's no plot. Don't get it.
I guess. I hear you. It's just for me for Rocket League. It's just like, obviously, games I've played before also have the repetitiveness. Like, for example, PlayerUnknown. I played that for like 3 weeks, and same with Rocket League, I got over it because, again, there's only so much different you can do in it. At least with Rocket League, for compared to PlayerUnknown, obviously that's just a game that you had to get better at to really be able to do more things with it.
Right.
I'm really garbage at Rocket League, and that's why I said I don't think anyone's good at Rocket League. Cause
I will say, like, I think the thing about Rocket League for me is that you can actually, like, really tell when you're getting better at it. Like, when I started, I would see all these people doing, like, flying through the air and doing all that stuff. I'm like, I don't know how they can do this and hit the ball. But then, like, from then to now, I've gotten to the point where I can actually do some of that kind of stuff.
It feels nice.
And it's a very, like, I can feel that I'm getting better at it kind of thing. And it's nice to do that.
And I think that's a big thing in competitive games, too, is whenever you get... There's a really good feeling of knowing you're getting better.
Yeah, there's always, like, that one really cool kill that you get, or that one really big moment where you, like, get away or whatever.
And, like, I feel like they a lot of time they do a good job, too, especially when it comes to, like, ranking systems and whatnot, or, like, when they match you with players at the same skill level, is, like, you start getting really good, right? And so you go up through the games because now you're like, okay, I'm getting better than the people that are in this skill level, and then you get to a point where you get wrecked, and it's like, okay, I'm not there yet.
Yeah.
I'm not quite there yet.
Yeah, and so that's really nice.
But meanwhile, while I touched on it, PlayerUnknown, I kind of hate. Like,
I've never played it.
I've never played it. I wanted to play it for a while, but I've definitely... Because I've seen gameplay.
I'm going to throw it right there now. When it comes to how it looks, Fortnite just looks like a PlayerUnknown that works. There's a big break in
I enjoy Fortnite. I play that with some
big
friends.
split between people that like PlayerUnknown and people that play Fortnite, and I'm definitely Team Fortnite, and I haven't even played that one yet, because Fortnite, as far as I've seen, looks like it actually fucking works. PlayerUnknown pisses me off so much. My brother got into it, and I bought it to play with him.
Yeah.
Thinking that I'd like it, because it's a neat idea, 100 players all go into thing. Here's my issue. First off, I'm going to throw out the argument that people throw out, like, oh, I don't like this, the cartoony style that Fortnite does. Now, here's my thing about that, is the reason why it's a cartoony style is because it's easier to run when you have 100 players running around.
Yep.
Instead of you're trying to look realistic and have 100 players running around, you're going to fucking destroy your server. Literally, the game just doesn't fucking work.
That's your Call of Duty.
It breaks. I'm kicked out of it all the time. My buttons, will sometimes, Y is sometimes switching your weapons around, except when it's not. Except when it doesn't switch it around. And also, I'm sure I wouldn't be able to get into Fortnite either anyways, because I don't like the idea of every game was the same. It's you land in the area, hope no one near you gets a gun first,
the base
run in the middle until, everyone's there, and, I don't know, and you happen to run into someone 10 minutes later, and then hope you jump around until you kill them or you die and you do it again.
Yeah.
The base game for Fortnite looks really fun. Because I don't know the...
My boss actually just bought it.
Yeah?
Yeah, I told him to tell me how it is.
Was it Kyle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Fortnite, because Fortnite, like, that whole 100 Battle Arena or whatever, that's just the basically free-to-play multiplayer version of the actual, like, story game, which is basically a tower defense, like, zombie game. It actually looks really fun because you can play with your friends. So instead of it being like a versus, it's like you're playing with people to defend a town against zombies.
Yeah, which I would love to do.
It actually looks quite fun.
Yeah.
I think I might buy it sometime soon.
I was really aggravated when PlayerUnknown was even nominated for Game of the Year in 2017.
Yeah. It's okay. It wasn't ever gonna win.
It wasn't gonna win. I don't know why it was on there. Everyone knew Breath of the Wild was gonna win, but I was very, very salty when it even got a nomination because it's a fun game. I understand why people like it, but you have to be aware that not only was it not... The game was nominated for... It makes no sense. It was nominated for Game of the Year, Early Access Game, and Best Running Game. Those are all 3 different kind of time slots, aren't they? I mean,
that is interesting.
It's very strange, but it didn't win any of them, thank God.
Good.
Actually, I think it might have won Early Access, and that's the only one I feel like that would be fair as well.
Yeah.
Because the game wasn't finished because it doesn't fucking work. But
still in early access.
That's a... Oh, well, never mind. I won't say anything.
What?
I was going to say that could be a fun podcast topic. Early access games.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, we could. Here, you know what it is right now. Here we go.
No.
Okay.
We'll talk about it some other time. We can look...
What was the very first competitive game you guys got into? Like, competitively?
Oh, Well, the first competitive game we ever played was League. That for me, I think it was for you too, right?
Yeah. I played it with League. I played by myself because I think
You played in like elementary school, right? Or
it
middle
wasn't
school.
elementary school, maybe middle. I can't remember.
'Cause you
I don't
played
know
before
what I
we
had
played
gotten
together.
into it because I didn't think I really even had any friends that played it. I was just like, this is a game that's free. I guess I'll try it. And I played it for a bit, and then I realized I sucked, so I stopped playing. And then I kind of came back to it a couple times, and then finally I was like, John.
He finally had a
game.
friend.
Yeah,
This was
like,
when
John, I have a friend now, John.
after I moved in with you, right?
Yeah, it was after you had moved in with me, and I was like, John, you should download this game. We can play it. And
So
then
we
that's
did.
when we got it, and I think that was your first.
Yeah, that was my first experience with
MOBA.
with MOBAs. I'm sure I played like online shooters or something before that, but I never really cared about them.
Games because we could get into Call of Duty, which we played.
Yeah.
I guess that would be my first competitive game.
Technically, I'm more asking like what game was the first one you're like I want to get into this and like be
Right.
super serious.
That
League then.
League
for
was
both
our
of us.
first
Even
one.
though we never got good.
I mean, it was the first one we wanted to. I will say
That's
that
fair.
quickly died off for me
Yeah.
as soon as I realized how toxic it is.
Yeah,
I
man.
pretty quickly was like, I want to get into no.
I want to get
no.
into nothing.
I really want to get
avoid.
into this game. I really want to get into, I guess I think it's looked at as like the
Madden 2017.
Yeah, totally.
Got him.
No, I think it's looked at like as the beginning of MOBA games, which is
Dota.
Dota. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Dota 2.
People like Dota. I'll tell you what.
We played Dota a little bit too. Yeah.
I don't think I've ever played Dota with you.
You
That's a Valve
specifically,
game, isn't it?
you specifically had me download it after we played League for a little bit, and I was getting mad at how toxic it was. Because you told me, yeah, but the Dota community was even worse that one time I played. You should play it sometime and check it out. So we played it together.
I don't ever remember playing Dota with you.
We did.
That
It
cannot
was
be true.
it was really bad.
No, the great thing about Dota is that because the community is all Russian and,
Yeah.
and Portuguese, so it doesn't matter how toxic they are.
No,
you
yeah.
won't understand it.
Exactly. Yeah. No. Yeah. You had me play it once at least.
I don't remember that. I want to play it again. Let's do it.
Okay.
Let's go download Dota and play
Yeah,
it.
record it and post it on
Yeah.
Entertainment.
Why not?
Okay.
Do it. There you go. There's you guys' new episode coming out this week.
Yeah,
Or we'll
You
just
guys
do
are
Overwatch
pressured.
instead.
You guys are pressured now.
something like that. I guess we could. Yeah, we can do that.
We'll do something.
Why haven't we done that yet? We haven't had time. That's why.
Yeah. Whenever you're at work, I'm at home. Whenever I'm at work, you're at home.
Do some solos.
Ew.
So-
We just got done talking about how we don't play competitive games alone, and you
And
want
we're
us to do
not fun
solos?
Yes. My first competitive game I got into in like it was like, okay, so it was at Bartle, my Boy Scout camp that I worked
Yeah.
at.
Yeah.
Worked at,
Was it Smash Bros?
and it was Smash Bros.
Yeah.
Melee. Because I had a friend who I cabined with. This was back in 2013 of summer.
I guess I never considered that one. That was probably my first like legit competitive game, I guess.
Well, the reason
But
I even got into it competitively was my friend. He was a competitive Smash Bros. Player. He got money off it and everything.
Well,
And he was like, I got Smash Bros. Melee to play. I was like, oh yeah, I can kick your butt. And I was like, and I was the kind of kid who fucking did Kirby's Down B and nothing else.
Oh, you idiot!
He kicked my ass. But over that summer, I learned about competitive games, and I eventually started beating him, which has felt pretty good.
And then you started trying to make money, right?
No. Well, he did make good money.
Okay.
He won like small tournaments in the neighborhood and stuff like that.
That's still money.
It is. But with that being said, I mean, he's actually a big deal now. Like he plays like for
What's
real.
his name?
I don't know his real name's John Bennett. I don't know his
tournament name?
yeah, but
His
I haven't
street
talked to him since. So sorry. But with that being said, definitely I got into competitive Smash Brothers, especially for Smash Bros. 4 came out. I got into that one competitively. That's the only game that I've played like in an actual tournament before was Smash Brothers 4.
But do you play time or stock?
Stock.
Okay, thank goodness.
No one stock is the time's not a competitive option.
Okay, yes, that's fine. But I went to a like when Brawl was coming out, or not Brawl, was it Brawl? No, it was Smash 4.
That Patrick did?
No. Well, that too. I'll talk about that.
But
in a
Patrick
second.
didn't do time, did he?
No.
Okay.
I went to a when they were announcing Smash 4. It was. I went to like the mall for like one of their play test things, and they were like, "All right, you guys can play it in like this mini tournament to win something or other." And I was like, "Oh, cool, I'll do that because I'm good at this game." And so they did it on time.
Did you tell him like, hey, you should do stock?
I did, and no one listened.
Wait, was
to
it a demo of the game or was it the actual game? 'Cause
It,
it was a demo of the game.
It was the actual game.
Okay, I think the demo only had time.
Okay, I'm pretty sure it was the actual game. If it was a demo, this makes more sense. But I'm pretty sure it was the actual game, and so we did time, and so I got second place by 1 point because I wasn't initially aware that they were doing time until I was like, "Why is there? Oh God, no, no!" I was so mad. Anyways, I do have another story though about when Smash first. I think this one was Smash 4 too, but it might have been Brawl. But one of our friends bought the game and he was like, "Hey, I'm gonna have a tournament with like a $10 buy-in. Winner takes the pot."
Oh, that's pretty fun.
And so I was like, "That sounds great." And he texted me. He's like, "Okay, I have to work that day, but I can come after, right? Is that good?" I was like, "Yeah, just come after." So I went after, and I made it just in time. They'd finished like the first round, so they had separated to the winners and losers brackets. And I was like, "Hey, I got the money." He's like, "Oh, we're not doing the buy-in." I was like, "I want my money." He's like,
I want my money.
and so he's like, "We're just gonna start you in the losers bracket anyway. So I mean, you're probably just save $10." I'm like, "No, I have to prove a point now."
He made the decision actually after he lost. Like, this is no longer money.
Like it wasn't about the money, ever. But I was also like, I wanted there to be the pot because I wanted to win it, and the fact that he thought I wouldn't have won it from.
Did
the
you end up
losers
winning?
bracket. Oh yeah, I went through. I won every game, unlocked a new character in the middle of the tournament, and then
Was it Duck Hunt Dog?
no, it was Lucina.
Oh.
Because I
Duck Hunt Dog.
Duck Hunt Dog is
The demon himself.
no. I was playing as
Flashbacks, man.
I was playing as like Ike and Link before that, and then I
Everyone
switched
go
to
watch our Smash Bros.
I switched to Lucina and got through, and I was undefeated all the way through the losers bracket because you have to be. And then he was like, "Okay, so the tournament, you're gonna have to beat him twice since he's in the winners bracket. You're in the losers bracket. Bring him down there and beat him, right?" So I'm like, "Okay, it's easy." So I beat him the first time, and then the second time he got me down to like 1 life or something. And so everyone was like, "Oh, John's finally gonna lose," and I was like, "No, I'm not."
I'm too epic.
Who'd you fight? Was I
Uh,
there for that?
you were there. I beat you and Kyle. You beat Kyle in the first round.
Did I beat Kyle?
What?
That's all I care about.
Did I beat Kyle?
He might have beat you.
That's all I care
I don't
about.
remember which one.
If I
you
beat
won.
Kyle, I win.
I don't remember. I just remember that I had to go through both of you. I think.
Oh. Which wasn't hard against me because I suck at Smash.
Yeah, you suck.
I
so-
didn't go thinking I was gonna win. I just went because I just want to play Smash.
Yeah, it was fun. No, but I ended up going through completely undefeated, winning. It was like 7 matches, I think, by the time I got through everyone. And I was like, "Where my money? Come on, man."
Where's my money at?
But no, that's
Get a
my
gun up to your head.
Yeah,
Where's my
he
money?
broke everyone's kneecaps and then he went
that's
home.
my that's my story
Except the
of
middle toes. That way it's a little annoying.
yeah. No, that's my story of getting through a Smash tournament and
Yeah,
not
good
getting
story,
my
though.
money.
Good story.
I'm
Yeah,
so cool.
sadly, my 2 friends are way better at Smash than I am. Cause
You have more than 2
because
friends now.
Unlike you, well, the 2 friends I play Smash with, I don't count Josh. He's not my friend. He's
Get
my
wrecked!
he's my coworker.
That's it. Oh,
That's true.
That's it. I'm gonna drive into a lake.
Yeah.
No.
I'm like you. I was like you when you first started playing Smash. Is like I was like I can down B and that's it. But unlike you, I did not take the time to then also try and learn things.
Never forget.
So I'm
when you
still
played
bad.
Mega Man.
I'm still bad at it.
But
We should play Smash sometime, bro.
Ugh.
It'll be fun.
I do like Smash. It is fun. Like that thing is like I think it's really fun and just really.
I'm waiting for Smash Bros. to come to the Switch.
I know. I want it
I
to.
would not be mad if they did a port of Smash 4. I would not mind that at all. I know people are actually just wanting a new game entirely. I would be happy with the port.
Speaking of Smash, how did you feel when they did Subspace Emissary and then did not give us another one in the next game?
Well, first things, Subspace Emissary was not perfect.
No, it wasn't perfect, but I loved
wish
it. I
the
thought it was
worlds
fun.
were all actually Nintendo themed and not just normal landscapes.
Yeah,
With that being said, I was a little disappointed they didn't bring a story mode in at all.
yeah.
But the reason they did that was because Sakurai threw a big fit because all his cutscenes were leaked online. So he threw a big fit and said, "Now you get nothing." I hope they bring it back one day, but I hope they just make it better.
I mean, I really liked the idea of it. Like going through having to like be
thought
the
that was
different characters. It made it more realistic that they were all there.
Maybe.
You know,
I mean, I don't care either way. I'm here.
I don't care that. Okay.
I'm here to play as Bowser
Remember-
punching Yoshi in the face.
Remember though, I like that kind of thing. Like I'm all about the story stuff.
I feel
so
like
like
the story
going
modes
through
also is a
it's
good
fine.
way to unlock characters.
Yeah.
Like unlockable characters.
And so
Brawl was
they
definitely
did.
the easiest to unlock characters with.
Yeah.
Because I think it was only like 3 you couldn't get from Subspace.
Yeah, you get all of them from Subspace, and then you go back and redo levels
Yeah, and
to
then you
get the
can
last
them again.
3.
So you can do all of it in one mode, which
Yeah.
is pretty nice. I wouldn't mind that they did it again. I just the only 2 differences I wish they would do is I like that they were quiet, none of them talked. That was fun.
I thought that was good because they it had the points where you're they easily could have added dialogue, but you got just as much out of it without the dialogue. So it's okay.
Yeah,
whatever.
I hope that then when they do it again, make the actual world Nintendo themed and the enemies as well, not just whatever they were thinking with this one. And I don't know. I guess that's really it. That's the only problem I have with it. Oh, and don't ever do the Great Maze ever again. That was a pain in the ass.
The maze was kind of frustrating.
Kind of frustrating.
Well, see, I understood why they did it. I got it from where they went up to the end of it. It was okay, it makes sense. Kind of.
Nah, I was pretty over it.
But you didn't need it.
Yeah, I was pretty over it pretty quick.
In theory, it was great. In application, it was... eh.
That's a pretty good idea. My lowest point at Smash 4 didn't have any kind of mode like that at all, though.
Right,
even if it was a subtle, even if it was adventure mode for Melee, where it was just landscapes and that was it, no cutscenes or anything.
I'm much less motivated to play Smash 4.
I think Smash 4 had the worst single player. I will easily say that. Smash 4 definitely had the worst single player.
Other Smash Bros, I would play alone. Not often, but I would do it. I can't think of a time that I've picked up Smash 4 and just played on my own.
The classic mode is just not fun. There's no the mini games they had. Was Target Smash even in Smash 4?
Maybe.
The event mode didn't feel special. They didn't have any like in Melee where you could fight Giga Bowser or anything like that.
Yeah.
They didn't have any surprises and I think that's the biggest problem with Smash 4 actually. There's no surprises.
It was very straightforward. You're here to fight.
Yeah.
That's all you're getting.
It wasn't
Which,
in Melee where you would play Luigi and he got his own special target smash.
Right.
And Pikachu had his own target smash and young Link had his own target smash.
Right, and I loved that.
Yeah, in Smash 4 everyone had the same thing. There was no surprises when you played as Bayonetta. There was no surprises when you played as Villager. There was nothing. It was just now you're doing the same thing, but now you're Villager. There's no surprises for it.
Mm.
I hope Smash 5 or the port of Smash 4, whatever they decide to do, I hope that they make the single player better.
Yeah.
Get rid of it altogether.
Yeah, Smash Bros. Doesn't even sell well.
Nah.
What are they even doing? It's not the only reason.
Nintendo should just shut down.
It's not it's the only reason people bought a Wii U in the first place.
Yeah.
I mean, I do think, on the note of Smash characters, I think it's nice that they pull characters from a lot of series, and I know a lot of people find new series because of characters that show up in Smash Bros.
Mm-hmm.
I think, and they do the trophies and stuff, give a lot of shout outs. I think it would be nice to see a Smash Bros game that is not the big name characters. Maybe have Mario and Link there because they're the icons, the original 8 from the first one, but then do a bunch of third party or lesser known games instead of the big names.
I mean, I think they already do that.
Well, I mean
who the fuck knew who Shulk was?
A lot of people actually. A lot of people knew.
I still don't know who Shulk is.
Xenoblade. A lot of and they do have some of the lower names, but they also their main.
You also gotta remember, Smash
cast.
Brothers' main target is the general audience. They're not aiming for the.
Well, yes, but Smash Brothers itself is big enough now that if they used some of the lesser known characters but did similar movesets, no one would care. And I'm not saying they have to
I'm a little confused on your point.
I'm not saying they have to get rid of the big cast. I just think it would be nice to have more of the lower characters as actual characters.
I just want Smash Bros where I can play as Goomba.
Yes.
Walk into people and walk into people and walk into people.
You just occasionally jump.
I want to play as Goomba. I want to play as the nameless spear soldier in Fire Emblem.
Good man. I'm proud of you.
I want to play as Wiimote safety alarm guy.
I want to play as the pill in Dr. Mario. Or the virus, whatever the heck the villain is. I don't care.
I think they're just called the viruses or something like that.
Yeah.
But no, Smash Brothers. I think what they do is fine. They bring in what's popular. I mean, they're gonna want to sell.
Would you
what
say
comes out
that?
recently.
Would you say that
Yeah.
if it isn't broke, don't fix it, Josh?
I did, but
say that?
Smash Brothers is different because
Oh,
Not
it's got
different.
its own
There's
special
no-
tier, huh? No.
no, this is just marketing talk because they're gonna be doing. Here's what the Air Smash Brothers they do: characters that have been released recently to sell what's been new, and they do old stuff just to bring in older crowds.
Well, yeah, I'm not saying they should necessarily like change all of
Like,
that.
they're not
for,
gonna
like,
bring in-
They shouldn't change their entire like idea of it. I just think it would be nice to see like a playable like games like Ogre Tactics Ogre or whatever.
Tactics Ogre.
Well, when Tactic Ogre is popular, they'll probably do it.
That's never gonna happen if they don't do it first.
Well, then that's a shame.
No, and that's a bad example because I don't actually
Where are my
want them to
Disney
bring in a
characters?
It either
character
needs
from that.
to be either needs to be directly made by Nintendo, or it needs to be popular. That's the only way it's gonna happen. Or more importantly, both.
Well, yeah.
They're not gonna do it if it's not developed by them and it's not popular. They're not gonna do it. And if they do, I'll be happily surprised, I guess. But
I mean, I get that. I get that.
I want to see the reason I buy Smash Brothers is to play with the characters I love.
Yeah,
not to
and they-
sneak.
like,
Like
they-
when I saw Shulk announced, I was like, I don't really care because I don't know who this is.
Well, they should keep like some of the characters people love. I just think it would be nice to have a more diverse cast for like the niche games, which they did do better with Smash 4. I will say.
I'll call Nintendo. I'll tell
Yeah.
Miyamoto. Miyamoto, get rid of all your Mario characters. We need more room for John's Weeaboo games to make room for it. Where's my?
I just want
Mookie-chan.
I just want Camilla and her giant boobs in my. Okay.
Who's the you watch anime? Who's the girl that goes Nico? What's her name? I see that as a meme a lot.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I'm imagining you would know. It's a meme on the internet. It's like a girl that's like infamous for being and having an annoying voice.
Show me the meme later, and maybe
I'll show you right now.
I honestly have no idea what
Welcome
you're
to
talking about.
Meme Entertainment.
Yeah, welcome to
Basement
This is
Entertainment.
not Basement Entertainment. This is Sunshine Cellar. Idiot.
Right, welcome to Sunshine Malamemer.
Sunshine Memer.
Yeah.
I don't know why you said Mela Memer.
This is what I'm talking about.
Fuck you.
You don't know this meme?
例えばニッコニッコにあなたのハートにニコニコに
You don't remember
届
this?
けるやだニコニコニコニって覚えてる
Hold that up to the mic.
I'm sure they can hear it.
Yeah.
と
That's it.
Did you not just look to see if it had the title?
I don't remember the title. And I don't know her name. I was asking you if you
Would it be in
knew.
the description? Check the
Beat
description.
Step Remix?
Yeah, that's who made it.
No, this is.
Along with.
ニコニコに
Yeah, let's play it again. Oh,
Okay, I'm over this. Do
I like it.
you know what that anime is? 'Cause I
No,
don't.
I don't-
Okay, that's all I was fucking asking. Goddamn.
You just assume I know. What the
What the fuck is that?
f? Your couch.
Ew, that's why my dog's toy is
Ew.
together. Yeah.
Anyway, you assume I just know all anime?
Yeah.
I don't have time for that.
Yeah, I'm assuming.
Yeah,
you
he's
do.
too busy watching all other anime.
Yeah. Gosh.
Do you guys have anything to add for competitive games at all?
Play them and have
Play them
fun.
with friends and have fun, and don't be a dick and leave unless you have to.
Yeah,
and then
and-
don't have
And what's
to.
with the toxic? Like, it's a game, guys.
Just have fun. Don't.
You don't have to
go
call everyone-
calling everyone a cunt,
like-
fag, bag, fucker.
Wow, all right,
God,
cool.
Jesus.
We have,
Jesus,
and
come
don't be
on.
racist.
Oh, just bleep it.
Yeah, I'm gonna bleep that.
don't be racist, because John and I
Oh my gosh.
played with a racist one time.
It was. I trolled the fuck out of him.
Oh
After
my gosh!
I found out.
No, like just to hear the story because it's funny. We started a game and
It was
I
League,
guess-
right?
yeah, it was League,
Yeah.
and I guess this guy like asked John if he could trade lanes or something, and John
Yeah.
was like, "Yeah, dog," and he spelled like DAWG or
Yeah,
whatever.
just because I was, whatever.
Yeah, he's like, "Yeah, dog," and then the guy just like, there's like a little pause, and then we see in the chat box like, "Are you black?"
Oh my God.
And I was like, and so I was like, "What do you?"
What?
Like what?
I
Like-
was so confused.
and he was like,
What?
well,
No.
because like only black people say dog. Like,
What are you talking about?
And-
No, everyone says that.
and I was like, okay. It
Only
was
black
just-
people say dog.
Yeah.
Sorry, I guess I don't own any. I don't. I
Well,
don't
but then,
own
and
those
then like
anymore.
it went from like that, which if it was just that, I wouldn't have been like, oh my gosh, he's such a fucking racist. But he said some, like, I'm pretty sure
He was like, he was just being
he
racist.
said some,
He was just being racist.
he said some stuff.
and so
Some
that, so the
stuff.
rest of that game,
Like, I don't
we
want
basically
to repeat
like
it.
threw the
Gotcha.
game, which was fun because it also made him mad.
Oh my gosh,
He
it
could have
was,
just left,
it was
but
great.
he was like,
He stayed there the whole time complaining. It was awesome.
yeah, and we were like, oh.
Point being, don't be a racist, because that's really dumb.
And also just have fun playing the game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just a video game. It's not gonna affect your life.
Also, if you're gonna be a racist, I will troll the fuck out of you.
You're a sailor mouth today, John.
Yeah. You
They're
were.
real similar.
I get really mad at racists.
I
Okay,
mean, it's fair, but
they
so
make
do
me
I.
so mad.
Don't need to cuss to our microphone, though. Didn't do anything.
They make me so. They make me so mad.
Calm
I'm
down.
sorry. I'm sorry, everyone.
Gosh.
All right. Well, thanks for listening. Yay!
Yeah. Except for ending on that note.
Yes.
Sorry.
All right. Well, on our next topic, it's going to be we're going to talk about gumballs and how they roll down the street.
Stay tuned.
My
for-
favorite's the green one.
Yeah.
The one that goes the fastest.
I'm rooting for the mystery flavor.
You never know what's going to happen. Could be bacon. Could be dog vomit. You know.
That's what they should make. Bernie Bott's every flavored gumballs.